Can we see you entering the Big Boss house in a bathrobe?
Oh, that's the golden question, isn't it? I am not someone who follows the norms. I am someone who challenges them. Haven't harmed anyone in any way, but obviously have done something that the other people wouldn't. If someone feels a certain way towards me, is attracted to me, has certain feelings for me, be it love or be it anything else, affection, I respect those feelings. If that happens, that would be a dream come true. Like, I'll be like, damn, I've done it.
Zishan, welcome on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Can we see you entering the Big Boss house in a bathrobe?
Oh, that's the golden question, isn't it? Yes, maybe you all can see me entering in a bathroom. I don't know what the channel has planned for me, but what I can assure you is you can see me in different bathrobes in the house.
Different
I have
bathrobes.
a plan for that as well.
What about like a panda suit? Any other animal suit that you'd like to
For
flaunt?
now, I only have my panda suit, and I think I've already done stuff in the panda suit, and the white bathrobe has also become kind of old. So I don't repeat what I've done. So yeah, I have things planned for the Big Boss house. I have okay. I'll tell you this that I do have bathrobes, but they're a little different. So yeah, I said bathrobes. I didn't say bathrobes. So
So
now you'll
you're
have to
having a proper
watch.
you are having a proper plan for the Big Boss OTTs.
Yes,
That's
I
great.
do.
All right, so Zishan, can we say that you like being an exhibitionist in a way?
In a way, I believe I'm an entertainer. So obviously I like to entertain people, and I am not someone who follows the norms. I am someone who challenges them because I feel that everyone has this certain set of rules, and everyone just follows them like cattle. So I think I'm a wolf. I hunt the cattle down. I don't follow. So yeah, I make my own path. Basically, is what I'm saying. And a small example would be like if you miss your college days, your school days. When you think back, what do you think? What are the moments that make you smile, make you laugh? What are the good memories you have? Obviously, the backbenchers who have done some sort of mischief, have broken some sort of rules, haven't harmed anyone in any way, but obviously have done something that the other people wouldn't. Because the other classmates and everyone would be like, oh, no, 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 the teacher has said this, you have to follow that. But what you remember, what the things that make these memories, that make you miss these days, are the backbenchers who are breaking those rules. So I'm one of those backbenchers, and the audience is my classroom. So
Audience
yeah.
is your classroom. All right. So Zishan, we are living in a world where you have fans. You have all sorts of fans. There must be women who must be literally craving for you and just rooting for you, and there may be men as well who may be rooting for you as well.
Yes.
So how do you deal with various kinds of affections, and so that
I
you don't
I
break anyone's hearts whatsoever? Because anyone can have their preferences. It's a free world.
Exactly, and I totally believe in that. Everyone can have their preferences, and what I feel is, for me, first and foremost, if someone feels a certain way towards me, is attracted to me, has certain feelings for me, be it love or be it anything else, affection, I respect those feelings because for me, it's a big thing for that person to come out and express those feelings towards you, to even feel that way towards you, is a very big thing. And I feel that be it anyone, it should be respected and should be reciprocated with a lot of love. Having said that, I will be respectful, very respectful. I will give them twice the love that these guys are giving me. But I am not someone who is looking for love in a way. I think I'm an entertainer, and I have been the reason of heartbreak. I have had my heart broken, so I don't want to fall into all of that, and because I feel it weighs you down in a way, and I feel that best things happen when you're not expecting them. So I have just left it that if there's someone out there, and if she has to come and be a part of my life, I leave it to him. I leave it to God. If she has to come be a part of my life, she will. I won't have to, do that extra mehnat or struggle. Oh, I'll do this, it'll impress her. Oh, I'll do this. Oh, I'll be this person. No, she will love me for who I am, flaws and everything included. So, yeah, I think when that girl finally shows up, I would think about love. Right now, I'm not thinking about love. And be it a guy or a girl, so obviously I'm straight and I respect everyone and everyone's choices, but I also expect them to respect my boundaries, because if I have drawn a line, or if I don't do a certain thing, I just expect them to respect my boundaries. As long as they know, I'm all okay with it, because I've had friends who are into other men as well, and I am really close to them. Like, I hug them, I kiss them on the cheek and everything. The only reason I do that is because I know that they know I'm straight and they respect my boundaries. So I'm all okay with that. I'm not homophobic or something of that sort. But yeah, it's just that be it a guy or a girl, like even if it's a girl, and if she thinks that, oh, okay, this guy is straight or whatever, and she's a girl and she can throw herself on me, that doesn't fly with me. If I don't feel that way, I will be respectful and I'll give you love. But if I am not attracted to you, or if I don't love you, I don't expect you to throw yourself on me. That is just wrong, and that shouldn't
All
happen.
right,
Be it a
all
guy
right,
or a
all
girl,
right.
shouldn't do that.
Okay. Now, during your interactions with Karan Johar in the show, would you at unconsciously also be having this thought in mind that it's also my show reel that I'm just showcasing before Karan Johar, and maybe there can be some possible sort of collaboration with him or his production house in the future.
See, honestly, if that happens, that would be a dream come true. Like, I'll be like, damn, I've done it. But I am not going in with that intention, because I know if the day I go in with that intention, I would be a different person. I wouldn't be Zishan Khan. And the reason I'm going into the Big Boss house is because I want people to know that who Zishan Khan is. He's this crazy, wacky person, but he's a good soul. He is just someone who challenges the norms, who because if people go right and the entire crowd is going right, I would be that one person who would go left. And I encourage people to challenge things. Don't stick to what people tell you. Okay, do this a certain way, do that a certain way. People who progress in life, people who achieve something in life, are the people who take a step in a different direction. So if you follow everyone, that's not. So that is what I plan on doing, and I plan on being Zishan Khan. If I plan on being Zishan Khan and the entertainer that I am, I know that people will love me. If I go with that intention that, oh, you know what, Karan sir is saying me, this would be a show reel. So you know what, let me become proper. Let me, do my hair and everything proper and be like very poised and this and that. Yo, I lose my essence. I lose who Zishan Khan is. So there's no point of it. He'll be like, okay, yeah, this guy's trying to impress me. Who is he? Who is Zishan Khan? I don't know who he is. This is just some other guy. He must be getting like 50, 60,000 people a day who must be trying this. I don't want to be one of those. If he likes me, I want him to like me for who Zishan Khan is, just like the rest of my audience.
Big Boss in more ways than one, it capitalizes upon your entertainment question, the entertainment that you bring to the table, how entertaining you can be, maybe your talents, dancing or singing and other things. But at the same time, it also thrives on your vulnerabilities. The moments when you'll be vulnerable, when you would feel like crying, you would feel like opening up to the world, because it's a closed door. You've never experienced something like this before. So, are you apprehensive about your vulnerabilities being showcased to the world?
No, not really, because I don't know uh, what would make me vulnerable or what. Because as of now, I am focused on being the best, and I know I'm a good entertainer uh, through this platform that Big Boss has provided me. I want to be the best entertainer in India, and hopefully the best entertainer in the world after that. So it's a journey, it's a long journey, big ambitions, and I want to reach there. And the thing with me is, uh, uh, my vulnerabilities and everything, what I have learned in life is that if you have, because you're vulnerable when you're scared. Fear is what drives vulnerability. Like, that, okay, this thing is something that would affect me. I'm scared of it. I'm fearful. So fear is not a bad thing. Fear is a really good thing because it tells you what your weakness is. And once you know what your weakness is, you can work on it. So I take fear as a weapon rather than something that, oh, this is something I don't like. No, 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 I can't show this part of the world, this part of me to the world. So I'm not that. I am someone who will turn that also into my strength and move forward with it rather than sit and cry over spilled milk.